So, it's B. Tatum again. So I just looked on the internet, inspired by all the hope that's going on and all the people who are standing for what's right. And then I see the press conference. And I don't know if you guys have seen the press conference. I don't know if you guys even know what I'm talking about. So the Steelers player that took a stand, walked out in the tunnel, saluted the flag whenever the National Anthem was on, has now come out in the press conference and apologized. Now, I understand that if there was conflict with the team and there was a failed agreement, as a team you stick together. I understand the possibility of apologizing for maybe disobeying some coordination that the team had come up with. But let me tell you where this is shady. Let me tell you why this is troubling to me. Why this makes me so frustrated. Because I listened to what he had to say. I watched the video. And it's sad that in this country, if you want to be patriotic, somehow you even have to argue with somebody about that. There should be no argument whatsoever, because nobody's arguing the other way. Nobody's arguing that you cannot. Hold on. Let's go back. The national anthem is playing. You have a person who served in the military or not. The national anthem is playing. The agreement to make it fair is that people don't participate at all. That's like saying so because a few people don't want to stand, everybody is subject to not participating. I don't understand how that is even a fair assessment of the team. Is that we won't even participate at all because a few of y'all don't want to stand. What made me the most frustrated is that he even had the question and asked team captains that we're even having this discussion of whether or not a person has to sit out of the national anthem in America. I mean, it just eats away at me because that young man is malleable, right? He loves his teammates. This is what I see. And I keep going back to the Democratic Party. This is what I see liberals do to people all the time, which destroys people's minds. People have good hearts. He loves his teammates. He don't want to be an outcast. He don't want to disappoint his teammates. He don't want to disappoint the soldiers. But liberals put people at such a disadvantage, and they guilt shame you so much that it becomes unbearable to watch. The fact that this young man had to ask team captains, can he go out and hear the national anthem when he was served in the military, is just beyond my thought process. And he claimed, and no, he gonna take his boys back. I know he's gonna say everybody's patriotic. I played football, and there's people on the team that were probably racist, that were patriotic, that wasn't. Don't lie and say everybody on that team is patriotic. Don't lie. That's one thing that I don't like is lying. But I know he want to take his boys back. I understand that. But everybody wasn't gonna go out there with him like he said. Everybody wasn't gonna go out and salute the flag. Somehow he goes out and they get stuck behind. They can't walk out on the flag. They can't come and support him. All of a sudden, he's stuck out on his own. It's terrible to me the way they treat people, man. They do black people the same way. They guilt you and guilt you and guilt you and guilt you. If at any point you feel like, you know what, man, I want to think for myself. Like, I think that the things that I've been taught or the things that I've learned really ain't me. You're not going to get support. They're going to blackmail you, blaspheme you. I mean, or consider you to be a blasphemous. You're going to go, they're going to send you to like, they're going to banish you. People tell me that I'm not even black anymore because I have a different opinion. It's sickening that this kid got up and apologized and said he embarrassed the team. The team embarrassed themselves by having a dilemma of whether or not they should be out there at the national anthem or not. Mike Tomlin should be ashamed of himself. Take a stand, brother. You are the team leader. You need to take a stand and say, no, we're going to go out there and everybody's going to stand up. You can take a seat after you're done playing. When you get off work and you clock out, then you can yell. I can't go and take a knee while I'm in uniform. I can't go and be doing stuff at work thinking I'm an activist. Then why in the world as a profession they can do that and somehow it's acceptable? But it's only acceptable on one side. Because God forbid if a non-minority person wants to stand for something that's going to offend people. God forbid if one of those coaches actually said, I don't agree with people taking a knee and I'm going to make everybody stand. God forbid he will be crucified. The double standard is vicious. A young man in America have to have a dilemma of whether or not he should go out on a national anthem or stay with his team who are being disrespectful. And he said that it's a miscommunication, that people aren't disrespecting. Well, why don't you kneel at another time? The national anthem has nothing to do with the football game. Why don't you take a knee after you make a tackle? Why don't you take a picture of yourself taking a knee in some of these public schools that are having a difficult time? Why the national anthem? Why when the American flag is flown that you feel like that is your point in time, you need to be an activist? I just, for the life of me, I don't understand. There's so many times during the game that I didn't see Tim Tebow praying to God during the national anthem. He did his thing in the pregame. He did his stuff in the postgame. People are going to watch you in pregame. People are going to watch you in the postgame. People are going to watch you when you make a touchdown. If you make a touchdown, you hold your fists up, then, I think it's ridiculous if you want to make a political statement while you're doing a professional sport. But if you want to do that, that's less offensive than doing it during the national anthem. And again, when is it going to stop? Are you going to kneel forever? Are people going to kneel and make the American flag contentious for the next 15 years? For the next 5 seasons? Where is the end point? Where is the resolution? When are we going to accomplish what you want us to accomplish and you stop taking a knee on the flag in the national anthem? Mike Tomlin, these people it's tribe-like. They feel guilted into doing this stuff. I was the same way. After taking African American studies classes, I was guilted into feeling like if I don't support all black people, then I'm not black anymore. It's like, man, this got to stop, man. It's saddening that they guilt people into that. That young man, nobody said nothing to Colin Kaepernick when he did it. When nobody else on the team was doing it, and he was doing it by himself. That wasn't a team effort. He wasn't being a team player. That wasn't right. He didn't consult with leadership. He didn't consult with the team captain. He just decided on his own he was going to take a knee on the sideline. And God forbid if someone was to challenge him from taking a knee. But then this kid will walk out and salute the flag, and somehow he has to apologize in a press conference. I never understand. The double standards are vicious, man. Colin Kaepernick didn't need approval. Colin Kaepernick didn't need to work with the team. Colin Kaepernick didn't have to be a team player. Nobody's talking about the lack of team player mentality that Colin Kaepernick had when he decided to just be ridiculous. Nobody was doing that but him. But to be a patriot, you have to be politically correct. You can't go off of your heart. You can't go off of your passions. You have to somehow get approval from idiots. And I'm going to say this part and I'm done. Listen to me. I am more upset that this is an illegitimate protest. That makes me even more upset. And I'm going to tell you why in a few quick sentences, and I got to get up off here. So let me tell you why. The biggest complaint is that there's injustice and there's police brutality, specifically against African Americans. Both of these are falsehoods and false narratives. And let me tell you why. And if you don't agree with me, then give me some stats that prove me otherwise. First of all, it has already been proven that African Americans are inherently attacked and brutalized by police officers for doing nothing. And they're not brutalized at a higher rate than anybody else. FBI statistics have shown time and time again, I post them on my page, that Caucasian people are killed twice as much at the hands of police than black African Americans. I have never seen a video. Somebody help me and show me these videos of a black person doing nothing and just getting killed. I would be out there right now with ripping a flag if that was true. If in our country, cops can just run up on black people and kill them and get away with it, I would move out of this country. It's completely a falsehood. Let's talk about oppression. Okay, it's very hard for me to see oppression when we got HBCUs, all black colleges, we got black only scholarships, black TV stations, black radio stations, black award ceremonies, black month. The richest athlete in the world is a black man, Mayweather. The richest female, probably the richest woman in the world is Oprah Winfrey, who's black. The top cities in the country, law enforcement, Phoenix, Dallas, Fort Worth, all black chiefs. Somebody help me with this oppression. The president of the United States was black. He appointed I don't know how many black people. I'm trying to find oppression. You know, I bought a house, no problem. They ain't not give me a loan and all this stuff. I got a house, no problem. I don't even know of a person who been rejected a home loan because they were black. I can't find that statistic. I was a spokesperson of my department and I only had 2 years on the department. If anything, that was a benefit for me being black. They needed a minority representation, so they picked me. I'm struggling to find the argument here. This is why people are upset, because you have a straw man argument, and then you imposing it on people and calling them racist and hating them if they disagree with your straw man argument. All right, enough headache today, but don't let people guilt you into doing stuff. Follow your passions, follow your heart. Make sure you have facts to prove it. Be open-minded to change. And eventually we'll be a better place. Anyway, if y'all still watching, I don't know if you watch Joe Pags, I'm gonna be on Joe Pags tonight at about 6:30 Mountain Time. So I appreciate y'all watching. And I got some more stuff in the works. Thank God for it. And I'll share it with you guys. So see you later. Thank y'all for watching. I appreciate it. Share the video if you like it. If not, just listen to it and internalize what I'm telling you. And I appreciate y'all. I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.